Welcome to our class. The last class, what we had studied? We studied about the sound of music. In that chapter, two parts were there. First, we studied about Evelyn Glennie. In the second part, there is about the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Before that, you should look at here. All of you look at here. What is this? Can you see this picture? Yeah. Here some people. What are they doing? Do you know who are they? They are the famous singers, musicians and percussionists. Percussionist last class we studied. What do you mean by percussionist? The person, those who plays tabla, drum, etc. So here, just look at this picture only. Who's this? Can anybody say this? That is the famous person, Ustad Bismillah Khan. In which area he was famous? He was famous for his Shehnai. Have you seen a Shehnai? Have you heard about it? Do you know what is flute? That you know. Shehnai, look here. This is a Shehnai. That is a reed instrument. And another one is called Pungi. That is an old type of instrument. And Shehnai, that is very famous. He was the one who popularized Shehnai. Before we move on to the lesson, we should understand who is Bismillah Khan. He was an Indian musician. Bismillah Khan was an Indian musician. He was Indian musician, born in the year, which year? 1916. He was born 1916. And he popularized Shehnai. Popularized Shehnai. He popularized Shehnai. So he is known as the Ustad. Everybody know the word meaning of Ustad. At first it was not used in all the function, in only during that marriage functions and all. But now that Shehnai is very, very famous in all the concerts and all. So, who had given popularization of that Shehnai? Bismillah Khan. So, Bismillah Khan is known as the Ustad Bismillah Khan. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument Pungi in the royal residence for his unpleasant sound. It has an unpleasant sound. So, Aurangzeb banned it in the royal palaces. Few had thought it would one day be revived. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the Pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than a Pungi and made something extraordinary he made there, some innovations he made there, and he made it Shehnai. It called Shehnai. That means it was the first played in the Shah's chamber, played by a Nai. Nai means a barber. That is called Shehnai. Nai means barber. The instrument first modified by a barber, and it was sung in the royal palaces. That is why that instrument is called Shehnai. And the sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious, and for the reason it is still played in temple and indispensable the North Indian weddings. So that instrument, pungi, that is an unpleasant sound only, and that Babar had made some innovations to it, modified it and made it as a Shehnai, and now it had a royal place in the North Indian wedding. You know that mostly that your houses also wedding is an auspicious occasion. There will be very good musicians will be there, songs will be there, and especially that what will be there, opera and or some other things during the wedding season. So North Indian weddings are very colorful. Yeah, they have song also, accompanied by song also. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah played the gilli danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Domron in Bihar. He would regularly go to nearly Biharji temple to sing Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. So always this small kid will go to Maharaja's palace and sing from there. He will sing from there and he will get a prize. What is it? A laddu, big laddu, not like our small laddu, 1.25 kg laddu. And he travelled 80 years ago, he travelled long ago so far, and so many awarded he got. When was he born? I told 1916. He was born to the musicians family in Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Bugs Khan was a Shehnai Nawaz of the Bajpuri king court. Father Paigambar was also a paternal ancestors. They were also the singers, very famous musicians. Young boy took to the music early in life. So, when the parents and ancestors were good singers, the next generation also will have the caliber to sing. So, here his grandfather and father, they are musicians. So, he also got the talent in music. Bismillah started his accompanying his uncle Ali Bus to the Vishnu temple of Benares, where he was employed to play Shehnai. So here how did his interest started? His uncle was Ali Bux, our Bismillah Khan's uncle. He used it to play in a temple, Vishnu temple in Benares. So during that time, our small Bismillah Khan also will go there, accompanying him till the function, till his concert over. He wait there, and by hearing that only he studied. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to Allahabad music conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy and said, "Work hard and you will make it." And in 1938, he became an often-heard Shehnai player on radio. First, he accompanied his uncle and studied from there. And in 1938, what happened? He became a Shehnai player in radio. When India gained independence on 15th August, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to grace the nation with his Shehnai. Remember that. While Jawaharlal Nehru hoisted the flag in Red Fort, our Bismillah Khan got a chance to play the Shehnai in front of the all people. Bismillah has given many memorable performances. First trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah, so taken by Maestro, gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. King of Afghanistan was not only the one to be fascinated with the Bismillah's music, Film director Vijay Bhatt also was influenced him, and there was a film about our Bismillah Khan. What was it? Gunjusti Shanai. That was the film that memorized our Bismillah Khan. It was a hit, and Bismillah Khan's composition was there. Dil ka khilona hai tu toot gaya. That song was there. Turned out to be the nationwide chart buster. Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to Vijay Bhatt's Gunjuti Shanai and Vikram Srinivas Kannada film Sanati Aparna. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world. Here, remember, our Bismillah Khan was very famous. He got fame, but he never liked to be famous in the glorious world of film. He told, I don't like to be glorious like this, and I will be always what I interested only in playing that Shanai. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in USA. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, Cannes Art Festival in Osaka Trade Fair. And he got so many awards also. He was invited far away from our country also. National awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan also backed him. In 2001, he was awarded the India's highest civilian award. What is it? Bharat Ratna. He was awarded Bharat Ratna. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, he is called Khan Saab. What? Khan Saab. And the people invited him to start a music academy in faraway places also, USA also, but he told, no, I don't like to be the why. That is why later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Benares and Holy Ganga. While in Benares, I miss the unique Matha of Domron. So he told, I won't like to be famous far away from my country. I always like to be here only, and I like Benares and Holy Ganga. This Benares only made him so. When he spent his childhood in the banks of the river Ganga and played Shanai on the banks of the river and lived in Benares. So, whatever fame reached him, he didn't accept it. Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. One that effortlessly accepts that devout Muslim like him can very naturally play Shanai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanatha temple. So here remember that music has no barrier to religion nor caste. He was the only one, he was the first always playing Kashi Vishwanatha temple in those religious place. So here remember children, music has no barrier. It won't accept it Hindu or Muslim. There won't be any religious discrimination. So Bismillah Khan always plays his music Shanai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanatha temple. And he passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 96. 90 only. 90 after a prolonged illness. And he was given a state funeral, and the government of India declared one day national mourning. When he passed away, our government declared a national mourning as a reverence to him. Understood? So remember here Ustad Bismillah Khan, He popularized Shehnai, so he is known as the Ustad, and he was the only person who played Shehnai in the here Kashi Vishwanath temple, and he studied with his uncle Ali Bux. I think everybody understood. So read this one carefully and try to find out the question answers and all. Yeah, wishing you good luck. Thank you.